My God, would you look at that mess? Who's going to clean the papers up?
Not me.
Oh, no?
No.
Randy did it last year.
Well, he can do it again.
You know, this wine's not bad. Well, it's not good either, but you want to sip?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Oh. Did you have a nice Christmas?
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yeah, did you get everything you wanted?
Almost.
Almost, huh? Well, that's life. Well, there's always next Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny. What's that over there behind the desk?
Where?
Oh, behind the desk, against the wall over there. Why don't you go check it out? Come on.
What have you put over there, honey?
Santa Claus probably brought it.
Oh.
News decision desk can now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
I can hardly wait to try it out.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for clicking on today's reaction video where I'm excited. I don't know how you're doing, but this has been a phenomenal week. I woke up Wednesday morning, the day after the election, like it was Christmas morning, and all was well and right with the world. We're going to make America great again. And thanks to Tom MacDonald and Dax today, they're going to make music great again. My name's Jacob. This is Ignite Fire. Thank you for watching. Okay, we're going to get into this music reaction. I was excited to get on and go live. Let me turn my chat on here so that way as we're live you can leave your comments in the chat. Let me click. Oh, here we go. It's a great song. So yeah, I'm excited to check it out. I wanted to get on and go live the other day, but I just didn't get a chance to get on here. I have not checked out this song either, so I don't know what we're gonna be listening to. And for those that have not checked out this channel before, we stop the video periodically to talk about it. And since we are live, I'm going to look at your comments real time. So go ahead and leave those comments in there and I can react and listen to what you guys have to say. I don't have a co-host with me today. So you guys, you right there that are watching, you're going to be my co-host today. And I'm going to conversate with you guys. So this is Dax and Tom MacDonald in a music video called Soldier. So let's go ahead and press play. This has to be a quick video. We're taking off. We have a little early Thanksgiving dinner to do today. But my wife will give me the signal when it's time for me to get offline. So let's go ahead. Let's see. It's Saturday in California. It's even close to counting the. Oh, really? You know, we're still not even complete here in Arizona with counting our votes, but it is kind of cool that we did see that in California. I think there was like 40% of the state turned red. What the mega red? Let's go. Let's see if we can take California back. You know, I mean, it's up there. It can happen. Anything can happen now that Trump's back in office. Anything can happen. Let's see here. Now let's go ahead and press play on Tom MacDonald and Dax in Soldier.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but this is the beat's hitting hard on this one. I'm a soldier. What? And let's just give a shout out to all of the those who are in the military, regardless of what branch you're in. Thank you for your service. Thank you for standing up for the American people. And I would just want to thank the American people for standing up for America on this last election. You guys are awesome. But yeah, thank you to all the military those in the military. You guys are awesome. My father-in-law actually is a retired Air Force retired from the Air Force. And so yeah, thank you guys for protecting us and keeping us free. But this video is starting off hard.
I'm who they call, I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking, now I fall. I'm a soldier. I know how it feels to be caught in the rain. Going to war in your brain when depression is staring you right in the face and anxiety's grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these nuanced people who shame the role that a man has to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face.
Hold up. What the? Dax is dropping it like it's hot. Holy moly. Man, I feel like I'm watching a Netflix war film. What the? And Dax is bringing it hard with them lyrics. Oh, and you know what? And thank you for your service, brother. Thank you for your service. Here we go. And thank you for clicking on today's video. Let me go back. Man.
Depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these nuanced people who shame the role that a man has to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They lack.
Hey, you know what? I just want to stop it again and say, let's make fatherhood great again. You know what I mean? Let's make fatherhood great again, especially right now with Trump back in the office. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. It's funny, you know, I love moms and the strength that moms have, but there's just a difference between a man and a woman. There really is. There's a difference between a man and a woman. And the kids, you know, start acting up with mama. And their mamas can beat them, slap them, yell at them, and they still be acting up. But then all of a sudden when daddy comes home, it's like, it's time to get right. And it seems like the world is doing the same thing. Mama Kamala was in office with Biden, Sleepy Joe, and the whole world was going crazy. This nation was going crazy. And all of a sudden, daddy's back in office and it's time to get right. So I just want to say, let's make fatherhood great again. Oh, and thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go back. Let me go back a couple seconds. Man.
And it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these nuanced people who shame the role that a man has to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face when you try to explain or express, then tell you they love you without any loyalty, patience, or basic respect. Then expect you to smile every day while I'm eating your mind and your soul, your flesh, and you work and you wither away to the day that you can't, and you're broken and nothing is left in your road and you can't even. When times get hard, I'm who they call, I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call when my back's against the wall, breaking, now I fall.
Hey, I like that. I'm the one they call when their back's against the wall. Say what? Say what? The song is To Be a Man Part 2. Oh, we'll have to check that one out. Last time, you know, we were messing around with To Be a Man, and we were just kind of making it fun and lighthearted because I noticed that there is a lot of seriousness with that song. And so many people were upset with how we were engaging with To Be a Man, but we'll have to see part 2 and have some fun with it and maybe bring a little more seriousness for it. It's the natural order of things. That's right. It's the natural order of things. Dad is the protector of the family. And it's true. You know, I'm a Christian. I'm big in faith. I'm big in manhood. I believe that men are responsible and we should, you know, we have more to carry on our shoulders because that's what it was meant for. God over man, man over woman, woman over children, and nothing against women. I know that there's some strong women in strong leadership positions, but just from my perspective, my opinion, when it's coming to world leadership, I think that should be a strong man. Call me crazy, but I think that's just how it should be. I'm not against women that serve in the military, not against any women that run big companies. See, I know there's some strong women, but just when it comes to the domination of the world stage, I think that's a position for a man. I don't know. Call me old school. But hate me, love me, but I'm gonna tell you what I think. Just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not hate speech.
I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they go when my back's against the wall. Breaking now and fall. I'm a soldier. Job is to feed these kids. Be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect.
Hold up. Can somebody tell me why Tom MacDonald looks like a for real soldier? Like he looks like a for real soldier. Just a little rough. Let me go back. He's coming out the smoke. Oh yeah, and as far as Tulsi running for, I'd have to agree. I'm not against women, but I think Tulsi Gabbard's awesome. I know she served in the military. Much respect for Tulsi Gabbard for coming out and backing Trump. And I think I was listening to Officer Tatum, and how she has that little stripe of what is it, of white in her hair. Actually, on Joe Rogan, they were talking about it, and they said that was from the stress of the battlefield. And I respect that. But as it comes, for the world stage, I think strong. Lots of other countries still don't respect women the way that I know that we do here in the United States, and that's something to consider. And let's see, Tom is fire. That's right. Tom brings the heat. So let's check it out. Let's make sure Tom brings the heat. Looking like a soldier up in here. Planes flying, bombs dropping. Here we go.
My pronouns are he, him, his. My job is to feed these kids. Be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect the weak. A man ain't what he got, a man is what he gives. And when he gives it all and it still ain't enough, then he's the one to blame and no one gives a shit. Never leave a man behind. We'll crack and break within the hands of time. I got an axe to grind. With anybody trying to identify as a guy, if their chromosomes ain't XY, you would never understand what it's like for a man. Gotta fight with your hands, wanna cry, but you can. If it's right for the fam, you will tighten your pants. Provide a romance, you would die where you stand. Gotta be a bigger man when it's...
Tom is bringing the fire. Holy cow. Mr. Tom MacDonald, they ain't ready for this. Them liberals ain't ready for this. But I want to go back. What's your pronouns? What's your pronouns?
And it still ain't enough that he's the one to blame and no one gives a shit. Never leave a man behind. We'll crack and break within the hands of time. I got an axe to grind. With anybody trying to identify as a guy, if their chromosomes ain't XY, you would never understand what it's like for a man. Gotta fight with your hands, wanna cry, but you can. If it's right for the fam, you will tighten your pants. Provide a romance, you would die where you stand. Gotta be a bigger man when there's problems. Get judged by the money in your wallet. It's our fault, let's be honest. We built a world that labeled us toxic. We gotta lead and teach.
Oh, hold up. He said we built the world and then they labeled us toxic. Come on, Tom. Them libs ain't ready for it. I believe that's why 65, 70% of Americans voted for Trump. They voted for the man to come back when the man comes around. Let's see.
Gotta be a bigger man when there's problems. Get judged by the money in your wallet. It's our fault, let's be honest. We built a world that labeled us toxic. We gotta lead and teach and keep the peace and fight the fires and be police. When a man gets tired, he don't lay down to sleep. He take all the heat, don't complain, no retreat. Cold world and it's hard times and our children inherit the land. If you think that being a boy is just picking a pronoun, you should try being a dad. You can build all the houses and fix all the cars and work till you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man.
The hardest job in the world is being a man, and we didn't pick it. We were given that right by God. We were given that right by God on the day we were born. You're either born a man or a woman, a boy or a girl. And that's what we got to get back to common sense. Come on. America is, I was been listening to all kinds of different outlets, different podcasts, and there are people who don't want to. I'm watching on Dr. Phil. There was a guy that his son wanted to join the military, but wanted to wait until after the election because he didn't want to have any of this woke stuff. And, his son had a heart to serve the American people, but not this crazy woke left agenda. And, you have to say, I think now we can have some more pride in our manhood. Not that I didn't have any pride. I love being a man. But now we're not, people shouldn't be afraid to say, what, I'm a man. This is my job. And let's make America strong. Let's join the military. Let's protect America, our family. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. And I love the fact that the truth is coming out. If you had seen the meltdown because Trump won, why would you feel safe with them in power? Exactly. These guys crying. Here's my liberal tears for all those who are crying, for all those who need a ambulance. I'm drinking liberal tears, Democratic tears. It tastes good, salty. No, we need real men. We need real men to lead this country. And there's nothing more American. I know we're watching a video on soldiers and talking about manhood. When I think of Trump, I see America. When I see Trump, I see a strong, stiff back. And when someone stands up for what is right, it strengthens the backs of many. I love it. Now let's press play.
Our children inherit the land. If you think that being a boy is just picking a pronoun, you should try being a dad. You can build all the houses and fix all the cars and work till you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call. When my back's against the wall, breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
Hey, does anybody know that little scene that they showed, troops coming home? Is that a reference to when the troops were pulled out of Afghanistan? Does anybody know about that? Because that was a very terrible day. Let's see. I think oh yeah, I did get this cup from Ben Shapiro, one of my heroes, to catch all them tears. And I think the election also brought hope that there's enough with us, common sense, that still can unite and make a difference. Absolutely. And you know what's crazy? I think one of Trump's daughter-in-laws was in charge of keeping a fair election, and they had hired something like 3,000 lawyers and boots on the ground to all the battleground states, and they were watching the polls. They were watching people and making sure that no one was doing any shady business. I think we need some more people here in Arizona making sure that there's no shady business going on here either. And I have the truth bombs. That's right. All right, let me go back.
I'm a soldier, battling feelings I can't even show. Weight of the world on my shoulders is crushing me. People around me, they don't even know. I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane, and when I'm out of my mind, I look at the stars and talk to God in the sky. I wait on his words, but I don't get a reply. I try to refrain from diving deep, so I hold back tears that try to come out my eyes. In this world as a man, where we know we can't cry, cause the people we love look at us to confide. So I'm silently screaming for help. Life is a battle inside of these.
Hey, I think that's true. I said that for a long time. I'm not against emotions. I know that men have emotions, but a highly emotional man that's always emotional, showing their emotions and always crying, and it just shows weakness. That's my opinion. My opinion. I'm not saying men shouldn't cry. I'm not saying it's not okay to be emotional or to be transparent or to share what are going on inside. But there's times and there's self-control. But if a man's leading his family, he's leading his church or community or a nation, or he needs to show a certain level of strength. And when things are going crazy, that man needs to stand up, and he can't show that he's weak because other people are relying on him. Other people are comforted by a strong man. And if you think about a lion, let me bring my analogies out. If you think about a lion is scary. A lion is dangerous. A lion is a predator. But the lion is a protector of the pride. And there's safety in that beast predatorial instincts of a lion. We have that as men. And when we walk in who we were meant to be, it provides safety to those who are around us, safety to our family. And we can't go around acting all crazy, crying all the time. Come on. I'm not, man, but I think if we actually brought back support for our strong men, that would be a lot. Oh yeah. We definitely need support systems. I always believe that men, now this is my opinion again, a man, his wife is one of his greatest supports, but I think men have to be the support of other men. My opinion again, because other men know what men struggle with, and we can't, this is just my opinion. There's things that I don't want to dump on my wife and burden her with because I want to lift her up and make sure she feels safe. But then there's times where I'm speaking with another man and we discuss some issues and I get rid of all that stuff. And then when I come back to my family, to my wife, I can come from a place of strength instead of a place of weakness. But I do believe that a wife is a great support system for her husband, and a husband is a great support system for his wife. Just my opinion.
Hold back tears that try to come out my eyes. In this world as a man where we know we can't cry, cause the people we love looking us to confide. So I'm silently screaming for help. Life is a battle inside of these trenches, especially when fighting it all by yourself. PTSD from the memories, people who left you for dead and then drug you through hell, leaving you shot deep inside of a shell with stories you hate but nobody to tell. Why you question God if you're soldier? I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. My back's against the wall, I'm breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
Hey, Tom's looking hard, man. He's looking hardcore right there. He's like, don't tread on me. Come at me, bro. That's how he looks right now. Come at me, bro. In honor of all those who have served and sacrificed their lives. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. Well, I am glad that you're not easily offended. And I agree with what you're saying. We need men who support each other. Absolutely. There's a Bible verse that says iron sharpens iron as one man sharpens another. There's just some things that it's funny. We were part of a marriage group, and there's things that my wife would say all the time. And then another man comes and talks to me one-on-one, and I'm like, oh man, I see it. And it's funny because then I'd come home and I'd be like, hey, and I'd tell my wife, this new revelation. She's like looking at me like, I've been telling you that for months. And it's just something about it. I think men have a different frequency, selective hearing. And sometimes we need another man to say, hey man, you need to step it up. You need to change some things. You're you're not leading your family right. You're not loving your wife like you should. And a man who's not a tampon Tim will come up and say and look another man in the face and tell you the truth. And that's what we need. I remember I was at this men's conference one time, and there was a guy sitting across the table from me and going through some difficult times in his marriage, and I slapped him with a truth bomb. And he literally wanted to jump over the table and start fighting me. And if I was afraid to tell this guy the truth, I would have kept my mouth shut. And those kind of men, I think, that keep their mouth shut when it's time to tell the truth are weak and are disservice to other men and to society. And so we didn't fight, but I did look at him again, and I said, "Hey, man, we're here to get better. We're here to sharpen each other. We're here to grow. Would you rather all these other men look at you in the face and tell you what you want to hear, and you just keep going the way that you're going, or would you rather us rip it off like a Band-Aid, tell you the truth so you can see what's happening and change it?" And I said, "Who loves you more, the guy that lies to you and smiles, or the guy that tells you the truth and it hurts?" And he said, "The guy that tells me the truth." I said, "There you go." And so we need more people that can do that. That's right. Tampon Tim and Kamala. We're putting Tampon Tim out there to get men to vote for Kamala. It was hilarious. What was he like? Hey guys, vote for Kamala. Oh, it's terrible. I almost want to rewatch this video because I'm listening to the lyrics and it was hard to, pay attention to the video, but it seemed like the video was almost like a war movie, and it was pretty good. What do you guys think? Should I just play it through one more time to go through it and see if I miss some things? I still got a little bit of time that I can stay on. All right. You're encouraging me to rewatch it. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the big screen so I can see this clearly, and let's watch the visual because I didn't get a chance to really. I feel like I got to watch Tom MacDonald songs and Dax a few times to like really get what they're saying.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who wake up when the times get hard. Yeah, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking, now I fall. I'm a soldier. I know how it feels to be caught in the rain. Going to war in your brain when depression is staring you right in the face and anxiety's grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these nuanced to people who shame the role that a man has to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face when you try to explain or express, then tell you they love you without any loyalty, patience, or basic respect. Then expect you to smile every day while it eats in your mind and your soul get flesh and you work and you wither away to the day that you can't and you're broken and nothing is left in your road and you can't even. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call when my back's against the wall. Breaking, now I fall. I'm a soldier. I go to war. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. My pronouns are he, him, his. My job is to feed these kids.
be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect the weak. A man ain't what he got, a man is what he gives. And when he gives it all and it still ain't enough, then he's the one to blame and no one gives a shit. Never leave a man behind. We all crack and break within the hands of time. I got an axe to grind. With anybody trying to identify as a guy, if their chromosomes ain't XY, you would never understand what it's like for a man. Gotta fight with your hands, wanna cry, but you can. If it's right for the fam, you will tighten your pants. Provide a romance, you would die where you stand. Gotta be a bigger man when there's problems. Get judged by the money in your wallet. It's our fault, let's be honest. We built a world that labeled us toxic. Gotta lead and teach and keep the peace and fight the fires and be police. When a man gets tired, he don't lay down to sleep. You take all the heat, don't complain, no retreat. It's a cold world and it's hard times, and our children inherit the land. If you think that being a boy is just picking a pronoun, you should try being a dad. You can build all the houses and fix all the cars and work till you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call. When my back's against hard, I'm breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I give you my. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. Battling feelings I can't even show. Weight of the world on my shoulders is crushing me. People around me, they don't even know. I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane and when I'm out of my mind, I look at the stars and talk to God in the sky. I wait on his words but I don't get a reply. I try to refrain from diving deep so I hold back tears that try to come out my eyes. In this world as a man where we know we can't cry cause the people we love look at us to confide. So I'm silently screaming for help. Life is a battle inside of these trenches, especially when fighting it all by yourself. PTSD from the memories, people who left you for dead and then drug you through hell, leaving you shot deep inside of a shell with stories you hate but nobody to tell. Why you question God if you're so I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call. When my back's against hard, I'm breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier.
Man, that's hard. That is hard. And I like it. I like the visualization. And you know, there's a lot, and not just with men, but with women, the emotional struggles of PTSD, of trauma, past trauma as kids. You know, and everyone experiences life a little bit different. Some people can have trauma in a normal household and didn't get, you know, verbally the love that they thought that they should have, and they're traumatized. And then there's some people that were beat growing up and they're traumatized through that. One of the things that or through war or traumatic things. And I think if you're struggling with those things, you should reach out and get some help. I know that I was struggling. For those who don't know my struggle, I struggled with alcoholism for a long time. My dad was an alcoholic, and I struggled with alcoholism for a long time. And one thing that was apparent when I got into recovery, went to a treatment center, and that's another reason why I love Tom MacDonald and his whole story. But when I went to a treatment center and I started going through the steps of recovery, I discovered that how I process things had been screwed up. And so once I learned to forgive others that I hated and forgive myself, it was an amazing thing that happened. The weight of the world came off of me, doing my steps 4 and 5, and then starting to make amends. And it was all of a sudden I would look at myself in the mirror and I didn't feel like a piece of crap anymore, you know. And I had sold my character, I had sold my honor, I had sold my who I was, all the goodness inside of me for the party. And here I was going through these steps, and what I realized is as I did each step, it's a way of life now. It's not one and done, but as I started going through those steps, I realized that I was paying, and I had to buy back my honor, my character, and who I was. And I started to learn how to process. And I think that people that struggle with extreme depression, anxiety, PTSD have to learn how to go through that and let go of the guilt, let go of the things. that has happened to us. And when we can let go of those things, we can hear God clearly. That's one thing that happened for me. Once I was able to forgive others and actually walk in love, I was able to hear God, and now He's been my strength ever since. That's just my story. I'm sticking to it, and I've been enjoying life and enjoying it even more after Tuesday morning, waking up on Wednesday like it was Christmas. But I really like this song. I guess Dax and Tom weren't feeling the helmets. Well, Dax got that big old, that big old hair thing, but that's cool. So that's why they didn't wear it. And my dad was an alcoholic, and my mom was an addict, and I have a 5-year-old now, and I wouldn't change my past because it allowed me to be the mom for her that I didn't have. Absolutely. I learned that I don't have to regret the past or shut the door on it, but it ends up becoming a tool to help others today. And I love it. I love that I was able to process that, get rid of that, and become a better person. And all glory to God. And it's God and our work. It takes two. It takes two to tango. I take a human-sized step. God takes a God-sized step. And the more that I, follow Him and do His work well, I realize that I have this power that lives in me that can accomplish absolutely anything. And so do you, if you want it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off today. I'd like to keep doing these lives, getting on, and I want to bring some more people. I don't blame. Oh yeah. We got to stop the blame game. That's something that I realized. I think that's, I've always been more Republican than anything else. But one thing that I could never understand was the blame game. It is what it is. And one thing I learned in recovery is I got to take responsibility for me. I got to take responsibility for my own life. I don't care what has happened to me, how horrible it's been, the ups and downs or the injustices. I got to take responsibility for me. And especially in like relationships, I'm not responsible for, like, there was a saying, I'm not responsible for the actions of others, but I am responsible to how I respond. And there becomes a point in everyone's life where we got to take responsibility and say, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not going to act like that anymore. I'm not going to blame this person. I'm not going to hate this person, because what happens when you hate and blame and have unforgiveness towards somebody, you've just given them your power. And I don't want to give nobody my power. That power is what keeps me sober. That power is what helps me to love and walk in forgiveness, and it helps me to smile every day. People ask me, they're like, Jacob, why are you so happy all the time? I said, I got no enemies. I don't hate nobody. I'm living in the greatest country in the world. I got a beautiful wife, a beautiful family. And if I didn't have anything at all except for the breath in my lungs, I'm doing so well that it's unfair to everybody else. I'm doing so good, it's unfair to everybody else. That's my saying. I think anyone that's watching this can take that for themselves. Just start saying it. We eat the fruit of our mouth, and my fruit is good. I'm always saying good stuff. I'm like, no matter what's happening, I'm like, I'm doing so good, it's unfair to everybody else. And they talk about white privilege. I remember I shared this on another at a little conference we were doing. I said there's white privilege, Chinese privilege. They say they're good at math. Mexican privilege, black privilege. I'm like, I got so much privilege, it ain't even funny, and it's not fair. And that's because I'm born here in the United States, and I'm a child of God. And if you're a child of God, not a child of Satan, but a child of God, then you got more privilege than anybody else in the world, and it's beautiful. Right? Someone has power. Yeah, absolutely. Well, all right, guys, if you haven't done it yet, it's like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I want to thank you guys for clicking on today's video. Guys, I want to thank you so much for commenting today and watching this video with me. I appreciate you guys. It's been fun doing this reaction channel and talking with people and as we've been getting more consistent, one thing I want to do that's going to be coming up soon is I'm going to get a dedicated line for this channel, and we're going to be able to put that number on the screen. And I have this whole setup to where you guys can call in and we can turn this into a live broadcast radio kind of show and get to communicate with you guys. So I appreciate you guys. I want to thank you guys for your support. And remember, if you guys need some help, don't be afraid to reach out, and we need to support each other. More than 70% of Americans united together in the United States to put Trump back in office, and that's a glorious thing. The majority has spoken. And if you know a liberal that's crying, tell them, it's going to be okay, and just get some counseling. We'll make you some cake and get you some coffee and just relax. Just relax. It's going to be all right. But anyways, until next time, I love you. God loves you, and God bless.